Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the Christopher Mark Show. So, I have the privilege of introducing you to an amazing person. We've been working together for a while now. Rachel, can you tell everybody your full name and what do you do?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is a hard first question. I'm Rachel Bromberg. I'm currently a model and also started a company called Authenticity Projects to help creatives develop themselves and to shine light on the icons that are a part of, you know, us today. So.
So, what inspired you to start the project?
Okay, so I actually went and got my master's at Temple, and my thesis was all about women's bodies
Mhm.
and embracing women's bodies. When I was younger, I started modeling and was told very critical things about myself and my body in the modeling industry.
Mhm.
And I think that the thesis that I wrote for Temple just like touched a lot of girls' hearts. And so not only was it a paper, but it was a fashion show. And it was at Location 215 Studio, a women owned business, a woman that I worked with for a while throughout college. And the news the news covered it. Some girls had their first debuts as models. Some girls felt confident enough to get signed and apply to agencies, which takes a lot of courage because that's like the biggest thing is rejection in this industry.
Right.
And, people just started getting attracted to it. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, this will be my fourth year
Yeah.
doing a fashion show. And every single year, our team has gone bigger. And I asked my team, like, are we doing this? And they're like, yeah, why would we not keep going? And I'm like, I don't know. Because, you know, the inspiration is what influenced the evolution of authenticity.
I got you. So, shout out to your team, by the way. You guys are amazing. Just letting you know. So I wanted to ask you, like, so where where are you trying to take everything that you've been working on thus far? Because I know you just recently did an event where you guys did like I guess a launch event, right?
Mhm.
So where are you looking to take everything right now?
Yeah, I mean, like, the biggest thing that I would say I was a part of authenticity is I'm gonna consistently be my authentic self
Hmm.
and be so for real that I don't know what I'm doing. Like, things just flow naturally,
Right.
and my team is there to support and trust me throughout the process. However, our launch party was like a deconstructed photo shoot
Gotcha.
to pretty much showcase all of the resources and the talent that we've worked with throughout the years. So we've worked with photographers, designers, makeup artists, videographers, up and coming models, signed models, developed models who have, worked with brands, things like that. And so that launch event was just to showcase the talent we worked with.
Hmm.
And then also to just announce, like, okay, we're like, this is a thing. Like, we're doing this. This is happening. We are still doing our fashion show this
Right.
year. We have a couple of fun resources in development right now to supply to our creatives and, just create a community. And I think that's the biggest thing with authenticity projects is we have community and like you create within a community. And a lot of people on the internet, kind of do this solo dolo. And like the thing is like I started from bare bottom, doing it myself, investing in myself, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally as a model. And I don't want people to be left behind if just because they don't have those resources or support. So I just gave myself the chills. Holy cow. So authenticity is to be that family and community for
Right.
these people, these talents who deserve the spotlight. So that's where icons are made.
So as a model for you, like what what do you like about being a model and what don't you like about it?
Okay,
You know?
that is a great question. I like being a model because I like to showcase brands that I work with and like just be like a light in the modeling industry
Mhm.
where there could be a lot of competitiveness, but like unhealthy competitiveness or just comparison culture. And that modeling is vast. There's a variety of different ways you can model, whereas like I grew up thinking I wanted to be an editorial model. I am 5'7" and do not have the, I guess, figure for the proper editorial model. So when I was shot down multiple times as a kid, I like didn't think I belonged in the industry. So that would be like what I don't like about it is that toxic culture, I guess. But also, you know, like there's so much room for growth in the modeling world and just like understanding the industry. And that's also like what I like about it is that because of media and just like more expansive like branding, there's options to like do certain different types of modeling.
Do you ever think that you, I guess in your journey of actually being a model, did you ever find that, okay, something that was more difficult for you? That, you know what I mean? Like something that just actually like threw you off and made it harder for you to actually stick with it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of instances.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like I've always wanted to be in front of the camera. Like I used to make Musical.ly videos, if you remember that, before TikTok.
Okay.
Vine, I was on Tumblr. But like I went to modeling workshops and was told like I had to be hungry to be a fitness model.
Okay.
And like that was a thing that like definitely hurt my soul, and thought that I didn't belong. And so yeah, that's I feel like that's a reality for a lot of girls. You know, like I've seen, I don't know if you know the Yolanda, and I guess it's like Gigi Hadid cut where she's like, I'm super hungry. She wanted a piece of cake or a bite of cake. She's like, you could have this much, and gave her this much, and then said, eat an almond and get over it. And so like that was the reality of the like heroin chic modeling. And so like that reality has changed, but the culture still is embedded within the modeling industry.
Yeah, I find that like people that I've been around over the years, like they have struggled with that. And you know, as far as like eating and just knowing like, okay, how do I show up, you know, and should I continue to do this because I'm hungry, right? Like you want a burger, you want a sandwich, you want whatever you want to eat, but it's also like, but this is your career, this is your path, and you have to be like embody what you do. And I think what has happened is like I find that there is an element of like more of a mental abuse in some way, like because it does affect people. Like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, oh, you're fat, you're this, you're that, and you need to like do this, and this. And so you go home and you cry, and once you finish crying, then you start looking at, okay, well, who's the ideal of perfection? And then you try to find that person online who you match with, and then you just go from there. And so now people, they show up all the time, but they struggle with their, you know, their insecurities, their doubts, and then they're like, should I keep doing this? And then you have people in your life that come in and be like, you've changed, what's happened to you? You should, like, you don't have to do it like this. And I think that's the one thing I love about working with you and everything you're doing, everything your team is doing. It's like you guys are really, really focused on the humanity of everything and connecting with people and just saying, hey, show up as you are. It's cool. Like, you can just be you. And if you want to do this, do this. Like, if you feel like you want to be better in this way, cool. But it gives that, you know, that wiggle room for people to actually evolve and grow. So I think that's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, I like to say like a new series I've been doing on TikTok is that models are the biggest thugs, actually.
Right.
Because we're like, I went down to Miami Swim Week, went to castings, and when you think about it, you are half naked in front of strangers being judged. Like, yeah, okay. Like, in what like sane person's mind like does that? And then also the people investing in it are just people with a lot of money. Like, that doesn't mean they have fashion sense, you know, they just want to do like be invested in that. And so like the Miami culture I definitely have learned quite much, like a lot about, but I also see like how the industry works in like different areas since I've been traveling to different cities, you know, from New York to Miami pretty much. So yeah, I just find it fascinating. But like the swimwear culture is still fun. Like it still has that like fun aspect. But like I have to like I call thug it out myself to get back to people that like look up to me as a model and be like, hey, like, you know, you have to have thick skin, you have to be prepared for XYZ, you have to know like what they're looking for, and like that's why like like I'm that big sister, you know. And so that's what like a part of like what we're, you know, selling an authenticity or like creating an authenticity is that like support moment, not just like a resource guide of how I did it, just like this is what to expect, because everybody's journey is different. So
it is. And I think that's, you know, when I look at everything you've done thus far, it's like I could see how people have evolved under working with you, like as far as like you just creating that space for them to just be like, hey, okay, let me show up and just be me, and you're like, okay, go do your thing. And it's like, wait, so you're not like ruling this or controlling this in any aspect? You're like, no, it's just, hey, go do your thing. And everybody's like at home. And I'm like, wow, they're really like just chill and just mellow out. And so I find that with what you're doing is just, it's impeccable, because you make people feel comfortable, even the models. I've seen like the models come in and be like, you know, okay, how can you help me? And you're like, okay, cool, come in, we'll do this, we'll do that. And so it's just amazing the way you're approaching everything and working on everything. So my next question to you is now, where are you doing next? What's the big thing?
Okay, the next big thing is like we're currently in production mode working on our campaign. So we actually have a photo shoot next week. We have an ambassador launch event. So we have people, you know, who want to be a part of representing authenticity this Sunday, actually. And then we have our fashion show in the fall. So yeah, we're gonna have quite a bit going on in the next few months, and we might have a little party at a venue that we hosted at before, just to like give a huge shout out to the community, and you know, have like a good time and just enjoy it, the community part, before we hop into the fashion portion.
Gotcha. So now that you've done everything thus far, do you have any regrets, and do you have anything that you're proud of?
Yeah, so I totally regret not starting a lot sooner and like believing in myself when I was a lot younger. Part of the reason why I went to Temple for media and production and got that degree as a master's in digital media minor, I went because it was the next best thing to being on camera. And I'm proud of myself for pivoting and having the ability to constantly pivot, because the one thing that's consistent in life is change, and the only way you can adapt to that is by being your authentic self, but also learning how to pivot. So that's where I see those two things, and there's a lot to come, I know that, and I'm just really excited.
Yeah, man, I'm really proud of you, you know, because I know, like, when me and you first started working together, like, you were coming in and you were saying, hey, you know, okay, I got all this going on, how do I keep doing it?
No, literally.
Yeah, and, you know, and it's really just learning how to balance and create alignment within yourself, and you've come so far as like that, and I've seen how much that has affected your whole entire team as well. I think the last thing I want to ask you is, like, if you had to give any type of inspirational quote or, you know, positive saying to the people out there, to the models out there who struggle with insecurity, doubt, things like that, what would you tell them?
I definitely have, the first thing that came to my mind is my mom would send me a quote. So my mom's actually disabled. She has half a brain and has short-term memory loss. So during COVID, a lot of this is like my mom supported me as much as she could for her disability, but she'll forget things. And so she used to send me a quote like every single day because she forgot that she sent it. And it's by Emily Dickinson, and it's "Beauty is not caused, it is." And so just being yourself, and like the inner beauty can shine, you know, like that's the biggest thing. And don't let anybody deflate that. And I think that's like my biggest advice.
Rachel, thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate spending this time with you because I know me and you are always busy. You're busy, I'm busy. But, I'm glad that we had this opportunity to talk so that people can know what you do.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out Christopher Marcus. If you don't check him out, you're missing out. Come on now. Get him on the gram. Get him on YouTube. Get him. He's a great manager. I have nothing bad to say. I'm just grateful for this opportunity. Follow Authenticity Projects.
Yes.
You can catch me at Hey Rachel Bromberg on literally every single platform. And you'll see me on a cover of a magazine soon.
Will do. I'll see you guys soon, all right? Peace.